Hello and welcome to It Was a Movie. This is Colin.
This is Niall.
This is Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace from
Certainly is.
1999. I remember watching, to be honest with you, actually, I remember watching Attack of the Clones more than watching this one. But I watched both of them in the cinema. What about
Yeah,
you?
well, you probably tried to block this one out. I didn't watch this one in the cinema. In fact, I didn't watch any of the trequel in the cinema, and I'm not too upset about that fact.
Didn't miss much.
No, I did not.
Yeah, it runs for 136 minutes, written and directed by George Lucas. We can get to that during this entire episode. Oh, by the way, welcome back. It's after summer break and we're all refreshed and everything, obviously. IMDb has it at 6.5 out of 10, Rotten Tomatoes 54, Metacritic 51, Letterboxd 2.7. So it's all average. It's not, I guess everything equals out. People hate it, love it.
Yeah, and I think that's a fair reflection of the quality of this movie. It's not the worst thing ever, and it's not the best thing ever. I guess it's a disappointment concern when you look at the first three movies, or the middle three movies, or whatever bloody chronological order you want to go at these feckers at.
There was a lot of hatred and vitriol for what it could have been. The 1999 audience were people that had watched the previous three in their youth, and this came along and was really off kilter, off the mark. It didn't hit home in an authentic way that the original trilogy did. But it was successful. It had a budget of 115 million and it brought in $1 billion. I think it's the first time I've said that for any of our movies.
Billion.
Yeah. This is the first time Lucas directed since 1977 with the New Hope. So...
Oh, he didn't direct the other two?
He did not.
Oh my God.
He did not.
Maybe, and that's why A New Hope's probably the worst of the three.
Yeah, so he gathered up a cast for this, as you do. Liam Neeson, Qui-Gon Jinn, Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan, Natalie Portman, Queen Padme Amidala, Jake Lloyd as Anakin Skywalker, Ian McDiarmid as Senator Palpatine, Ahmed Best as Jar Jar Binks, Ray Park as Darth Maul, and then we have Samuel L. Jackson, obviously, as it probably comes up as for 10 seconds at the end. That'd be me a minute.
Yeah, is it Master Wendell or something?
Mace Windu.
Mace Windu, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. Listen, it's a stonking cast when you read it out like that.
Yeah, for sure. But again, and I think we say this a lot when we meet movies that should have been a lot better, the script does not do them justice and the direction did not tell them to go another way. So let's talk about Natalie Portman's intonation of her script. It's not good and not engaging and not emotive. Yeah. So listen, Jake Lloyd got a hammering as a little kid after this. Like, obviously people were so annoyed by him as future Darth Vader. He was not happy. Like, he was a not happy kid. He quit acting after this and threw away all his Star Wars toys. But I think now as an adult, he's okay with it. But let's face it, back then there was a lot of vitriol and hatred. And the other character that really made people angry was Jar Jar Binks. Ahmed Best.
I don't blame either actors on this. I blame what's put in front of them. There was too much put on the shoulders of a small kid. Was it 10 or something, or 12 doing this?
9 even.
9,
Not
my
even,
God. Yeah, listen, like his primary role, that's nuts. And the guy who did Jar Jar Binks, I've actually seen him in other stuff. He's actually decent. It's just an annoying role. It's stupid. It's horrible.
So I watched a couple of, there's 2 documentaries on YouTube. One is sort of the official Star Wars one, and then I think somebody put something together that's through LucasArts. Both are different takes on it, but both are very telling about the process behind it. So obviously, majority of this movie is all digital, and Ahmed Best is not in an outfit. He has a fake Jar Jar head on top of his head, and then they just digitally superimpose him. And then at one point in the documentary, George Lucas goes, "Oh, so we spent 100,000 on that costume for nothing." And the digital guy goes, "Oh, well, like the movement of the arms, it's great. We can just use it to superimpose on top of it. It's good. It's a good foundation."
No, it's not.
No, it's almost like okay, fair enough. George Lucas was innovative with the original trilogy, but he was limited by his budget, and he sort of put it in and railed it in and said, "Well, we can't do that." So, look, you think about the costumes in the original trilogy. Nothing. Like the main humans, there's no real crazy costumes like Queen Padme's.
No, but it's interesting. And like, if we're going to go down that road and complain about the budget he had, the effects he managed to produce with the space scenes, the starfighters and all that jazz, fantastic, very innovative. And like €5 they produce these scenes, and it's amazing. This has a massive budget. It goes full CGI, and it pays heavily for relying on CGI because it's uncanny valley all the way. It just feels superimposed, green screen-tastic. It's just horrible. It drags you right out of it. Really annoys me.
Yeah, it's weird. It's hard to engage with all the characters that are digital. Like even the two Trade Federation dudes, like they were in full costume in the behind the scenes, but during the movie it's just all digital. And the way the accents and the way they produce their sentences and say their words.
I actually love how they talk, but
you like their way, but I think it just comes across weird as well.
It is. What I'm going to say is I love how they talk. I don't think it fits this movie. It's comedic. They're kind of slapstick. There's too much slapstick, and there's only two bad guys. These guys should be businessmen type deal. They shouldn't be Laurel and Hardy. They should be asshole psychopath CEOs. That's what they should be. They're Trade Federation dudes. They're trying to cut off a planet for profit. They can't be slapstick. They can't be flopping around the place like idiots.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
I find how they speak very funny, but it's not appropriate for what they're
Shouldn't
doing.
be. No. Well, let's get started with Jar Jar Binks then. It's quite problematic. Like Ahmed Best as an African American, a lot of the slang and the wording that Jar Jar says is babyish, but also sort of makes you think of slang from the African American community. And I think there's a lot of criticism about the way he wrote Jar Jar Binks. It's not good.
It's awful. There's no two ways to put it. It's in every respect, it's not funny, and it's just annoying. My biggest issue with it, not maybe I never really considered the racial connotations of it, but beyond that, it's just he makes me want to throw something at the television.
Yeah, and there's obviously a argument for him to be the small kid attraction. There was never any real slapstick actor or character in the first three. I can see C-3PO did a perfect job as just a
little bit of camp. That's fine. I love that.
We don't want full comedy.
No, it's supposed to be incidental. It's to the side, but this is cramming it right front and center. And then you've got a race of bumbling idiots falling around with Jar Jar Binks. Again, I love Brian Blessed as the big boss.
Boss Nass, yeah.
But
he does that though. But even Boss Nass doing the whole when he's talking to Padme during a very pivotal discussion about wanting to help her planet. We're going to die here. There's a force of not clones, but robots on the planet.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's talking to them, and then he just does the whole blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I don't need that right now. It's almost akin to the tossing the lightsaber over the shoulder in the new trilogy. I don't give me that, please, at this moment in time. And also, like, one of the main scenes that stuck out with me since 1999 was when Anakin is getting his pod racer ready for the big race, and Jar Jar's there fucking screwdriver, and like, how the hell does he know how to screwdriver? Anyway, it doesn't matter. But like, yeah, he gets his tongue zapped by the little electricity thing, and he's just, oh, I can't feel my tongue. It's like, this is a very pivotal moment here. Anakin's getting his pod racer finished. He's about to gun it up, and we're having to get distracted, and Padme's having to drag him away because his hand is stuck in the engine.
I remember watching this for the first time, hoping that nobody notices he's stuck in the engine.
Well, nobody did. It was the stupidest scene in the movie. Well, there's lots of stupid scenes, but it was just like, how is this happening?
Like, this is 2 hours and 14 minutes, or the version I watched was 2 hours 14 minutes.
2 hours, correct.
There's plenty of crap you can cut out of it. Most of it's got Jar Jar in it.
I think Jake Lloyd said in an interview there was a 6-hour version bumbling around at one point.
Oh God!
So it's two things from the documentary. One thing, just connected to Jar Jar Binks. At the start of the documentary, there's a massive sort of storyboard, and there's pictures of Jar Jar Binks, and George Lucas pretty much says word for word, Jar Jar is the key to this. And this is during the main fighting scene between the robots and the Gungans in the field. It's like, Jar Jar's the key to this.
See, that feeds into something I read on the internet years ago, where they say Jar Jar isn't a bumbling idiot.
Yeah.
Jar Jar is a Sith Lord.
Mm-hmm.
No. And he's using his powers to kill loads of things and to get himself into a position of power. It's the only thing that explains how an annoying being of that type could survive to his age.
Yeah. No, I don't.
I don't ascribe to that either, because it's not meant to be. But
not enough depth to this movie.
No.
My major thing is as well. So I think we're getting to the major problems with this movie. I think the one craziest decision he made was to start off with Anakin this young. This is not where you start off the story of Darth Vader. How can you connect a 9-year-old boy, blonde hair, fine, you need to make him blah, 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 to Darth Vader in maybe 20 years' time or whatever. Please start him as a teenager. Please start him as 15, brooding, kind of like a Kylo Ren type thing.
Terminator
blah, blah, blah.
2 style. This is John Connor. He's a teenager. He's troubled. Something like that. Somebody we can associate, we can identify with. Somebody who's got an arc. He's got more range. He can't have a... There's very few child actors who could hold a movie like this. And the fact that he is kind of the key central character to this movie is a massive issue. I think this would have been a lot better if it had focused more on the two Jedi and he's in the background. But he's not. He's doing the pod racing thing. He's flying the starfighter. He's blowing up the command jobby by mistake.
Yeah, it's problematic.
It's all of it. And all of it seems like he's doing it by mistake. And No. Just, it's a terrible idea.
Yeah. George Lucas done him bad. He set him up for failure for this.
He did. Poor kid.
Yeah, definitely. And I saw there's like thousands of kids that applied for it, and they got it down to 3 kids, and it showed their last audition with Natalie Portman. And yes, Jake Lloyd does it well, but there's another kid there who's actually better. And the other kid was bad, but the other kid was good.
Yeah.
Like Jake Lloyd, I just think, no, too young. You got to start it later on. You can still make it kid friendly and have an older kid, it's not the end of the world if it's a bit grimmer, but that's not George Lucas, I guess. But hey, the original trilogy wasn't based around a kid. Maybe he just doesn't know how to direct or write. He doesn't actually know how to write for a kid, because he has yippee, woo, and a lot of kid words that kids use, right? That's what they use when they're excited, right? Whoop.
Yeah.
Yippee.
Yeah, I think he was better off with Mark Hamill, being a teenager, like a late teens sort of guy.
Yeah.
That worked.
Having said that, Anakin in the second movie is annoying too.
He doesn't like sand.
It gets everywhere. It's coarse and it gets everywhere. But the problem is, as well, is this: we're looking at this movie where Anakin is this young and Queen Padme is this old, and you're going, oh, these get together later. That's very weird. It's sort of.
Now,
I kept
in
on
fairness,
thinking
you're
about
not
that.
supposed to know that at this point.
No, but on repeat watches, you're going, okay,
That's sick, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't appreciate that.
No, and they don't look that. There isn't that much of an age gap in the next movie, or it doesn't feel like there's that much of an age gap.
Yeah, I don't really know what the hell they're trying to think about here. I can't remember the age gap the age jump between the first movie and the second movie. Obviously, it's maybe 6 years, 7, 8.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Everything's got to be legal here, George.
Yeah.
But the problem starts from the start, though. You have a very boring start compared to the New Hope start, where there's a big ship chasing a small ship, right?
No, the text comes down. It just describes a trade negotiation.
It's taxing.
Oh, good.
What?
Taxes. Oh, an embargo. Okay, cool. Yeah, we love that. Everybody loves that. That's my favorite movie type.
Then 2 Jedis just go into a room and wait, and we're waiting with them. Tea vicar, more tea vicar.
Yeah, that happens. I can't believe that actually happens. Here, have a nice drink of water there while you wait.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I dropped the water on the ground. That's not even C-3PO. It's just another droid.
Yeah, an analog. Yeah.
But then it's problematic from the start. Even I think back in 1999, we were going, this doesn't look real. There's no reality to this, because they have that initial fight with the what do you call these dudes? The little robots, Roger. What do you call them, actually? I don't even know what you call them. That's how problematic they are.
I don't care about
droids. Them. They're droids. They're attack droids.
Whacked.
They're terrible.
Now, they do have the destroyers that come along and push the lads on. They're more interesting. But
yeah, so those first 2
it's
fights.
Toys that can be sold. This again is what I'm seeing here. This is what we've seen with He-Man and the Master of the Universe. It's selling toys, and this feels like this is an action. Oh, a new action figure that's been introduced here. We can get some of those droids
from Mattel. Yeah, but even like they were making these. The thing about these droids are, you can't put people into them because it's not people costume, because they're very bony and wiry. So they're always going to be digital constantly, and they're fake, and it doesn't look real. And when they get sabered, they just fall apart. And I'm like, oh, there's nothing there really. And then they just, the
difference between just seeing a stormtrooper going down after being shot is it looks real.
There's heftiness to it.
Yeah, there's heft. There's physics actually plays out. In this, it's the 2 lads are swinging a stick at something that isn't actually there, and you can tell. Because the difference between these fights and then the fight with Darth Maul later on is night and day. Like, that's amazing. That's fantastic. This crap, it feels like just something you have to get through to move the story on a bit.
Yeah, it's why did he bother with this start, though? Why did he bother with a political discussion? Why couldn't it have been a energetic, exciting
I think I understand why he decided not to, because he the script's kind of half written for all of these at the beginning, so I can understand why he started it on movie 4, because
yeah, it's weird. Yeah, so like the first chunk of the movie is just this Trade Federation blockade,
the Senate negotiations, politics.
You go to underwater, like the whole underwater trip down to Naboo to the Gungans. It's just so fake. It's just, you can see the 3 characters, Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, and Jar Jar, just in a screen full of fakeness. And it's like, oh, there's a big fish behind them, but it looks so fake. And then there's always a bigger fish.
Yeah. I think they went nuts. They had this new technology and they overused it. Like, this happened after Jurassic Park.
Oh, did it?
Several years. And Jurassic Park looks a damn sight better and holds up a damn sight better because they didn't overdo it. And then when they got into closer shots in Jurassic Park, they went away from CGI and they went straight to animatronics, and it looks real. This, far too reliant on it. And the close-up shots, they should be animatronics. You should be talking to the lads in Sesame Street about getting some puppetry done. But no. CGI.
Well, there was a whole force in London, or I think they're in Watford at some studios or whatever, and they made everything. Everything was made physically, but they just didn't use it.
Yeah, why not stick with the...
They had masks made for everybody. The Trade Federation dudes had mechanics on their mouths, but the movie has it all digitized. There's a dude with a remote control constantly moving the mouths, and like all their work is. I would love to hear their thoughts on how they felt when. Well, I'm sure they got paid nicely, but I'm sure they were pissed off that their work wasn't shown.
It's not just about the money, though. It's about the craft, and if you spend months working on something and then somebody throws it away for a computer-generated piece of garbage slapped on top, I'd be mad annoyed.
So we have Naboo as a place where Padme and the Gungans are getting accosted by the Trade Federation and getting invaded. Oh, there's one scene, the guy goes, "There's only one reason for a communications blockout: invasion." Really? That's a big jump, love? Or mate?
Yeah. There's plenty of reasons. Maybe you don't want to hear the sports results from their local sports team.
It was a big jump for the lad, but he made the jump and he was accurate. So that's Naboo. They head to Tatooine because their ship is a bit clunky and they need some parts. So that's where we meet Anakin in Watto's shop. And the problem with Watto is, again, it's quite racial stereotype. He's speaking in a very Hispanic accent, I would guess, and he's a wheeler dealer.
I don't know what his accent is.
Yeah, but the problem is, again, and at one point in the documentary, George goes, oh, actually, no, he watches the first screening, and the first screening, you should watch the documentary. The first screening, everybody just sits back and goes, oh. And then George goes, might have gone a bit far on a couple of things.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, and everybody's around going,
yeah.
But he's surrounded by yes men for the entire process. Like he says yes to everything. Like he goes to the costume designers and he's like going, I never did this for the first trilogy. Yeah, that's okay. No, I need to cut that a bit, do that, blah, blah, blah. Actually, in the first few seconds of the movie, he has these crazy big storyboards. He's got two highlighters, yellow highlighter, red highlighter. The yellow highlighter is all, what he says is all going to be digital. The entire thing, he's just coloring in every cell of the storyboard. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Actors, red, 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 red. It's very telling, and it's the problem of the entire movie.
I think it's problematic of movies at this period in time as well. Not just this movie. So we can't be 100% blaming Lucas. There was an overall reliance on CGI at this time.
He wanted to do it. He wanted to make use of the technology around, and I think it was probably a good idea, but he could have held back a little bit on using it for everything. I think there's only 2 scenes that are not digitally enhanced or something from what I read. Anyway, Tatooine is where we find Anakin, and I think in the script it was like Anakin dressed in rags, a slave. The problem is he doesn't come across as being slave driven. He's working in a shop. His home is quite nice. His mum looks fine. There's no grimness to the slave life that they live, in my opinion.
It's portraying slavery as kind of almost idyllic, which again is problematic.
Yeah. But it's like, okay, and they go through the whole thing of designing Anakin's house, and it's like, he's got a massive bedroom where he made C-3PO. Oh, hello, I can't see anything.
Yeah, he makes an android in his spare time with parts that he's been given by his boss for free.
Well, you know why? You know how he made the android? Because he's full of midi-chlorians.
Yes. That piece of text from our good friend Liam Neeson, that conversation annoys the... It's the only time it's mentioned, if I remember correctly, in any of these movies. I think there's a reason why it's never mentioned again, because it is stupid.
Nobody wanted an explanation for the Force.
Don't explain the magic.
Don't explain the magic. We don't want to see behind the curtains.
No,
The
it's
force is
just
the force.
organisms. You've got the poops. Okay, you got a virus, lad. That's how you can move things.
Yeah.
No. Magic, space magic. Leave it alone.
Yeah, it's yeah. Can you test this blood, Obi-Wan? I just want to check it with midi-chlorians. All right, hang on a sec. Ooh, lots of midi-chlorians.
Jesus,
Yeah,
that's
I
a lot
thought
of
so.
midi-chlorians. We'll give him a couple of tablets.
He's rife with it. It's rife with them.
He's riddled.
Riddles, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's another bad option. Anyway, they make a 9-year-old race in a very dangerous pod racing race to win his freedom and to get money for the parts
to
from
buy him as a slave.
Watto. Yeah. The other thing about Watto is another problem with Lucas's approach. I don't want to see his wings flapping constantly. Just put him on the ground. He's a crippled character. Yeah, he can't use his legs from what I read about the lore, but stop going 200% into every scene. Just make Watto a dude behind a counter walking with you. That's it. That's all. Like, stop. He's a flappy thing, and every scene he's in, it's like, please tone it down. Please, sir, tone it down.
Yeah, it's not super. It's a weird choice.
All right, the pod racing segment, it lasts for 15 minutes.
Yeah. Is it 15 minutes? It felt like a week.
I believe it's 15.
I've watched Formula One as a kid quite a lot, and it goes on for hours, and this felt exactly like that. And, I understand people enjoying it, but there's no drama here.
100% CGI.
It's all CGI. Some of it's interesting, but it's too much, far too much. It needs to be cut back. And
even
the kid can't hold me interested in this.
He's a 9-year-old kid in a very dangerous race. It just feels off and makes me not feel tense in the situation because it's so.
But you know what's going to happen.
Start.
Even the first time you watch it, you know what's going to happen. He's Darth Vader. He's not going to die at this point.
True. It's just how much tension they can put into the direction of a race segment of the movie. And you have Sebulba, the weird, evil guy who tries to, and he's just annoying. And again, he walks with his hands, his legs are up in the air. Make him normal, make him alien, okay, but stop fucking around with digital shit.
He went to 11 because he could, because it was digital.
Yes. He made the movie at the wrong time. He should have come out with a prequel in the 80s when it was a little bit more technological, but not enough to go, I'm going to make every scene digital.
Yeah. Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
No. Yeah, he waited too long.
Yeah.
So he wins the race. Oh yeah, I have to remember actually this when Jabba the Hutt comes out, looks so fake, and his missus behind him looks like she's a background sprite on a video game in the background of Mortal Kombat. Maybe she's terrible. She looks so bad.
Yes,
and he looks bad too. Like what happened to the original Jabba the Hutt model from the first movie? Put that in.
That was awesome. Yeah,
it's great.
Just leave that there. That'll do.
But everything in the scene, he bites the head off the frog and chucks it at the gong to start the race. All fake. He had a bowl of frogs in the first Return of the Jedi he's in, I can't remember. And he picks a real frog out, or a real model frog, and eats it. And slime, he's got slime and everything coming out of his mouth. It's like,
it feels real.
Yes.
You do know it's not an actual alien, and it's a suit and all this jazz. And
of course,
lads working from behind. But it feels like a physical thing. This feels like there's no texture, there's no substance to it. It feels overlaid and crap.
Yeah, and I like Jabba the Hutt, and I think I read a couple of graphic novels of his background or whatever, and I know he's got the missus in the background, but she just doesn't move at all. It just stood out to me so horribly. Warwick Davis is also there, just as a nod going,
I was in the other movies.
Yeah. And what I feel bad about it, like Kenny Baker, he must have been in his 60s at this point, inside R2-D2.
Yeah, little box, yeah.
Yeah, but I saw him inside R2D2 in the documentary, and then at some point they're going, R2D2 just can't go across the slave house door ledge. He kept on flying about, so they got the two ILM and some English dudes to make a better R2D2, and Kenny Baker's there going, "Oh, I'm out of a job now." It's like so sad.
So they built a robot, yeah.
But I don't even know. I don't even know why Kenny Baker has to be inside.
He doesn't.
R2D2. No.
Back, I understand the 70s. Yes.
What was he doing in there, though? Was he had a joystick?
Every now and then he pops over and back.
Well, I guess, yeah.
It was very hard to get robotics to do that then. Without costing you a fortune.
This was his last hurrah. I don't know if he played it in the next movies.
I'm not sure.
No.
In the next movies, he can actually fly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Anakin has to leave his mum. They can't just say to the mum, "Yeah, come on with us." He won't even know you're gone by the time we fly away. They have to leave the mother there, and there's no emotion to it. And because Jake Lloyd's so young, he doesn't have the acting chops to make it emotional.
Yeah. And it should be.
It should be big time emotional. It's like he has the line, "Will I ever see you again?" That should be hitting hard. She goes, "Oh, what do you think?" He goes, "I think so."
That should be tugging at your heartstrings. It's not. It's like, eh.
Yeah, because when he wins the race and his mom comes over to kiss him, he kind of reacts like a young boy. He goes,
"You get away,
get off." Yeah, and so in the next scene where he's saying goodbye to her, it's like, oh, yeah, all right, see you later. Then he doesn't talk of her ever again in the movie.
No, the only person that mentions is one of the masters during the mind reading later on. It's not him that brings it up.
That's true. You think of your mother often, and it's like, well, he hasn't mentioned her for the last 40 minutes of the movie.
He seems okay, actually.
Yeah, so the whole kid gambling his freedom with a race, and a dangerous race, is just a weird narrative choice, basically, and not good.
Yeah, it also brings into question the
he does actually
decision making of the Jedis, because they're endangering the life of a 9 or 10-year-old to get what they want.
All the adults are sitting around going, yeah,
that's great. Fine. Oh, you might die.
Yeah. Yeah, well, what you're talking about, testing them, that actually happens in the next chunk where they go to Coruscant and meet the Jedi Council. And again, I always laugh because every alien on the Jedi Council is weirder than the next. There's like a person with a 10-foot neck with a head. He's just sitting there going, you know what? I remember sitting in a cinema for Attack of the Clones. That's the race that owns the planet where they're cloning
the clone people. Yeah,
Boba Fett or Jango Fett, probably.
Jango
Fett. In the second movie, they're walking around and she's walking towards this door, and I said out loud in the movie, "Mind your head, love," because it was so. And it cuts before she gets there because
she's going to whack her head. Yeah,
she's going to whack her head like the stormtrooper in the first trilogy.
Brilliant.
But it's just like those choices of going crazy weird with your aliens. Just like, just ramp it down, George, a little bit.
I have no problem with aliens being weird as well, but if you're going to do it, I say I go with a practical effect.
Well, look at the cantina in the first movie. They're full of weirdos, but they're
plenty of weirdos. Yeah. Yeah, especially with the butt-face guy.
Yeah, butt-face guy doing his musical instruments. Fine.
My friend doesn't like you.
I don't like you. Fantastic. That's the thing, though. There's no character to the dialogue in this movie at all. Like, if you think of Qui-Gon, whatever, and Obi-Wan. Liam and Ewan and Natalie, every bit of dialogue they have, there's no humor or character to it. They've got no sort of downtime where they're just trying to talk naturally or talk to an alien.
What I would say is, like, this movie compared to the second movie in this prequel trilogy, or whatever you want to call it, the dialogue is substantially better in the second one. Ewan McGregor's allowed to have character in the second one. In
A
this,
little
he's
bit.
flat.
Oh, he doesn't do
super
anything.
flat. Which is kind of annoying because I know he's got range. In this, he's just there.
It's like he's given direction, just like Natalie Portman. Just deliver your lines very monotone. He said something in an interview. He said, "My role in Phantom Menace was to go into a room and look up." I don't know what he meant by that, but I guess he felt like that was what he was doing. But no, there's a couple of terrible dialogue bits in the second movie. I think there's one
I
bit
don't like sand.
Well, that whole point, that whole thing. But then there's at the start, I think Anakin Skywalker jumps from one flying taxi downwards, and Obi-Wan looks it down and goes, "I hate when he does that." When did he do that? How many times has he done that? It just makes me cringe, that line, every time I remember it. Yeah, and he doesn't do comedy well, George. This whole Senate political subplot thing, like they go and preach to the Senate, and then Palpatine's going, just put a vote of no confidence in for Terrence Stamp there.
I know, they did him dirty, didn't they?
Yeah, well, somehow Palpatine returned.
Yeah, I actually think Palpatine is the only person I liked watching as an actor in this.
Oh, he's a good actor.
He was brilliant. He's such a sneaky fecker, and he's the only one who gets range in this is him. And you can kind of see the whole way through, he's up to something. And I like how he's played. Everybody else is flat. He's great.
Yeah, and he always turns up to the conventions, and he loves being the center of attention. He goes into it. He loves being Palpatine.
Yeah.
And, when those idiots lost the plot in the new trilogy, they just said, "Oh, let's get him back because he's really good and people love him."
Yeah. Ian McDermott.
Yeah. Palpatine manipulates everybody, but he doesn't really do it to their faces, and you don't see him do anything in the movie. But he's there when he's hologrammed as his alter ego. He's killed them all.
Yeah, so he's the only bad guy in this, and he's well played. Everybody else,
Darth Maul.
Sorry, yes, and I actually
here's the problem.
Can't poop on him too much.
But here's the problem: the whole thing is called the Phantom Menace, which alludes to Darth Maul.
Mm-hmm.
He talks barely, and he's in it barely, apart from the last Duel of the Fates scene, which is the high point of the movie.
Yes.
But can I please have something more for the actual Phantom Menace? Or is the Phantom Menace not alluding to the Darth Maul, or is it just the
well, my guess is it's the Sith
underpower,
the Sith undertones and everything.
But Darth Maul was up front and center for movie posters and everything. He was a major.
They overplay him, because he looks cool.
Yeah, it's a Rorschach design on his face.
Yeah. It's an awesome look. In fairness, that's the one piece of design from this movie. I'm like, yes, you've nailed that.
Yeah, then it's subtle. He doesn't have a 10-foot neck, which wouldn't work in a
He's
sword
got a bit
fight,
of
I
paint
guess.
and a couple of spiky bits.
A little bit of horns. Yeah.
He looks badass. He moves badass. I've no real complaints. Maybe a little bit more dialogue between him and Palpatine, and maybe a bit more antagonizing dialogue between him and the Jedis.
Yeah, give me something. Yeah, and they obviously wanted them to be eerie and a bit elusive, blah blah blah. But I need something more in the main antagonist that's sort of behind Palpatine.
Yeah. But I think he's not, though. Palpatine's the dude.
Palpatine's a Phantom Menace. All along. They head back to Naboo because Princess Padme, or Queen Padme, is like going, "Oh, and I'll go back and form an alliance with Boss Nass." Yeah.
Could have just done that from the start.
Could have just done that from the start, headed down underwater.
I know, Jar Jar, the lads.
Yeah. So that's so we've got a big battle going on up on the main thing, and then we also have the Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan versus Darth Maul, which is a good scene, a good part of the movie, and the lightsaber dueling is actually well done. I always am a big critic of 2v1 and the other person just standing back waiting for the next step in the fight.
And it's frenetic. I love how fast it is, how everything's moving, how it's actually people doing this. Now, there's a couple of mad jumps, but they're okay. They're Jedi, so you can give it. I absolutely adore this scene. I loved it the first time I seen it because I remember watching this movie and being just hating it, and then this scene comes along and it wakes me up. This is great. This is great cinema. It's great martial arts. I was reading about the chap, is his name Mr. Park or something?
Yeah, Ray Park.
Ray Park. Yeah, he's a wushu specialist, so he moves well and he flows through the fight scenes. Where the two Jedi are more static, just, but they still move quite well as well. In fairness to Ewan, when he gets angry after his master gets whacked, he ups the tempo. It's fantastically directed and choreographed.
And also, one of the good decisions that George Lucas made was, okay, they're fighting away, blah, blah, blah. It's very good. And then they make it to the red dividers, and it just settles down for a bit, and they're looking at each other, and Qui-Gon
sits
down. Time to meditate. Yeah. Just nicely paced. But on the other end, it's interspersed with this Jar Jar Binks comedic-led fight in the fields. And he's tripping over balls, and he's getting caught in the stirrup of the
taking
camel
out tanks and
alien.
took down an entire division of soldiers by falling over.
It's just the opposite ends of the spectrum of this
Isn't
movie.
it?
It's just, this is great, George. Well done. Oh, but let's go
what
back
the hell
to
is this shit?
And this is when he's like, this is when he's going, oh, Jar Jar's the key to this battle.
But it shows the difference with just relying fully on CGI and then going with practical people doing martial arts, doing practical effects. How good is that versus a lump of ones and zeros wrecking everybody's head?
On the other end, so we've got three sort of main things happening at the end of the movie. The Duel of the Fates, the main battle, and we've got Anakin up in a mistaken hopping into a starfighter or whatever, just a fighter. Oops. And then he's just he's going, now this is pod racing, which is a very famous, horrible line to say when you're flying out of a ship that you just accidentally blew up, and now all the robots on the planet are now dead, so all the Gungans going, "Woo."
Yeah, I have issues with that. You can imagine.
It's bad.
How does he just fly in the door with no problem? Leaves the door open, this bad guy just flies in and blows everything up.
Well, it sort of happens in Star Wars too. Luke Skywalker just goes along the valley of the Death Star,
shooting the Womp Rat. Yeah.
Yeah, just like shooting Womp Rats.
Ah, but he uses the Force.
True. Yeah.
It's kind of the same, but there's a bit of drama to it. There's a bit, can he do it? Oh, this guy's chasing him. There's never that in this. Every time Anakin kills somebody, it's by mistake.
Yeah.
And can we mention the fact he's a 9-year or 10-year-old kid has just taken out maybe 20,000 people?
Well, droids.
No, there's people on there as well. Trade Federation dudes.
Yeah.
He just killed a load of people.
Oops.
As a 9-year-old, that's a lot to take on.
I'll try spinning. That's a good trick.
Oh, God.
Really,
yeah.
Why would you write that?
Like, he just won a pod race, so he's skilled out the wazoo, right?
Yeah.
I'll try spinning.
Can you turn the autopilot off, R2D2?
Nah.
Cool. Oh, but like they rush in before he gets into this little spaceship. Like Qui-Gon is just going, yeah, come with us into this battle, Anakin, young Anakin, and then just hide when we were in the middle of a battle. It's like, leave him at home.
He's not a Jedi yet. He's not even a trainee Jedi. Leave him.
He's a kid.
Leave him with Yoda.
Yeah. Sorry, we're going to go into a battle right now, and we can't take
him in the
creche. Just look after him. Yeah, put him in the creche with the younglings.
Yeah. That's just a silly decision. They had to have him there so that Anakin could accidentally blow up the space station
and save the entire plot.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing, though. Like, you connect that mistaken heroicism with Darth Vader.
Not the same thing.
I can't do it. It's not justice. It's not
I
doing
accidentally
the character
killed
justice.
an entire tower of younglings.
Not just the mothers and children
The
too.
children too. Okie dokie. You don't like sand then?
You like Tatooine.
Yeah. It's hard to connect the two of them.
Yeah.
Now,
Well,
you could say that's because Palpatine hasn't got his hooks in yet.
true. Well, next month we'll move on to episode 2 because, listen, we've decided we did this one, so I think it's only
fair.
It's only fair if we go through it all, and even to the new trilogy, because I've got big issues with that new trilogy. Big ones.
See, it would be nice if you said, let's watch Rogue One, but no.
Well, we could fit it in chronologically here.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense.
And then the entire 2 seasons of Andor.
That'd be a joy.
It would be. This is not Andor.
I was thinking, so obviously Qui-Gon dies, and that's a little troublesome for Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan is hanging off something at the end, and then he jumps up.
The high ground.
He's on the low ground, but Darth Maul's got the high ground. But Darth Maul reacts so slowly to him jumping up, going above him and around him, and he turns around, and then he gets sliced in half. And it's a bit...
He had a good 5 seconds to whip out his sword and slice and dice. And to refer back to the high ground, in the 3rd movie, he tells Anakin, stay the F there, I've got the high ground, you will lose. No. Why is that different from this scene?
Yeah. He should have. George, you made a lot of mistakes, and this was a good part of the movie.
A bit of a misdirection. Look over there. Somebody coming in the door. The janitor. Cleaning up the blood from Qui-Gon.
Maul. Another fight.
A mess.
Fucking hell.
Something, anything. Easily enough done. There's plenty of plot devices you could slap in there that would explain him getting distracted. He's not distracted.
Well, it's simple. It's already there. Obi-Wan sees Qui-Gon's lightsaber. You're jumping, and Darth Maul hears the lightsaber rattling across and goes, huh? Just have him directed. He looks, and then Obi-Wan goes. Here's another problem. I didn't really notice this in the first in 1999. I didn't notice this, but when they're in the Trade Federation ship at the start, and all these big berserkers or whatever the hell they call them come along with their big guns. Yeah. Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon force move out of the corridor, like rapidly. Like, so what the hell?
Yeah.
So why couldn't he do that here? Like, but he does it really slowly over. Why couldn't he just go and
you should have
done? Yeah, you should have. Like, it's like a bloody computer game move where you just jerk over to the strafe over to the right.
Dodge twice in a row, it goes fast.
Yeah, double tap.
Yeah. Double jump.
So he nearly gets it perfect, this duel. It's a good part of the movie.
It's a great scene. The last jump is stupid.
Yeah.
Everything else is great.
And listen, there was no relationship or Darth Maul didn't do anything during the movie to actually want us to see him be pummeled to death. Like, I needed to see some actions he did, like
Evil
go down to like go down to kill Padme's parents or something. Do something.
An interrogation on. Here's the thing, though. I think they wanted PG. They wanted this not to exclude children because you can sell more toys.
You can get away with it. You can, like, Qui-Gon was killed by a lightsaber. Fine.
There's no blood.
That's one human. Yeah, that's fine too. You can do Padme's parents' deaths off screen, or you can just have an exposition from Padme going, Darth Maul killed my parents.
That's where he got the name.
He mauled them. He's evil. Anyway, I'm off to bed.
Yeah, that would have been interesting. Some background to him to just put more of an edge to him. Because he looks edgy. He moves edgy. Let's give us some context to that.
Yeah, please give me context.
It feels far too kid-friendly.
Yeah. But hey,
I think...
Is Tax Federation child-friendly?
No. Kids can handle a bit of menace. Some Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace, yes.
They can't... You don't have to present it as cute and cuddly the whole way through. There has to be some dark to it, and kids can handle that.
That's fine. I watched the original trilogy when I was 9 years old.
It didn't mess you up.
Not a lot. Who said that? Yeah, so the end of the movie, I kind of laughed out loud when they're like burning Qui-Gon's body. It's like, fucking hell, it must smell in that room. They're just standing around as he's getting burnt. It's like, oh,
so like Qui-Gon in the face.
Jesus, fucking hell.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
I would have just hooshed him down after Darth Maul.
Yeah, it's like, just, yeah, put him down there.
That's that mess
But
they
anyway,
gave.
the lore is that Darth Maul didn't
He got
die.
sewed back together, yeah.
Yeah, by some droids or something down in the
That's impressive.
trash. I like the way that he falls in half on the way down. That's not kid friendly either.
A bit of blood gushing out would have been good, but that can be explained away with the laser swords, I guess. It cauterizes.
Yeah, it cauterizes. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, so obviously, like every other Star Wars movie, it ends with a.
I like in the Rogue One, it doesn't do that. Everybody dies. That's what perfect. I like.
Rogue One was like people
Spoiler
just going, yeah, this is how it's going to be. There's no celebration. The Queen is not going to hand a glowy ball to Boss Mass. And he just holds it up going, hey! What is this? It looked like one of the bombs that they threw at them. Here's a bomb.
Here's a bomb, you prick.
Yeah,
take us home and explode. Thanks very much.
He actually does. He does actually say peace.
He holds it up to peace. On. Yeah.
Peace. Everybody's going, yay! All the digital people. Peas, beans, carrots.
I don't want peas.
All the digital people are going, yay! And we're like going, are you real people? No. Then I don't feel anything.
There's no real people in that scene other than 4 or 5 of them.
Oh, and at some point during the movie, Jar Jar steps in poo-poo.
Yeah. Doo-doo.
Yeah.
Poo-doo.
That's the level of
comedy
that they're going for.
The comedy lacks nuance of any type, and it goes to the lowest common denominator, which is not necessary. It can be layered, and they don't bother.
Yeah, it's
Lucas. I love you, Lucas, but I got major issues with everything you do.
Yeah, you're a bit weird. You came up with this crazy universe that's amazingly.
It is amazing, rich. But it's also stupid as all hell when you write the dialogue.
Yeah, please don't do any more. Although, let's see what episode 2 is about.
Could be amazing.
We'll talk about John Williams' score when we get to that score, because obviously that's great. But it goes hand in hand with the best part of the movie too.
It is epic.
Yeah. Okay, so here's where it gets interesting when we get to marking the plot. We get the Trade Federation taxing Naboo. We get Anakin introduced too young. We've got Palpatine becoming Chancellor. Fine, okay. Politics, little machinations of politics. Terrence Stamp has done dirty. He's hardly in the movie.
Such a waste.
It's Palorum or something. I can't remember his name.
Valor. Chancellor Valor.
And then at the end, we have that 3-way plot thing. Gungan battle, the palace raid, and with Anakin mistakenly killing everybody, and the duel of the fates.
Yeah.
We forgot to sort of mention, there's this whole sort of, it's mentioned a couple of times by Qui-Gon about the Chosen One.
Oh yeah, and his mum got knocked up by midi-chlorians.
She's like going, I don't know how I got pregnant.
I was mad drunk.
I had a few blue milks.
This midi-chlorian came up to me and went, oi, oi.
Oh, it was floating amoeba. I didn't know what the fuck it was. Jesus Christ. I was like, did I hear that right?
The Immaculate Conception, yeah.
Nobody touched me.
There's definite Jesus vibes going on here.
Right.
Which is kind of weird when he doesn't really act like Jesus later on.
No, he's a fallen angel. Are you an angel?
Oh God, that line is the worst.
That was a bad line.
Movie. No, I'm not an angel.
Padme's going, what the hell are you talking about? Get off me, you little shit. She should bring it up in the second movie. You remember the first thing you said to me? I wonder, does she actually? Maybe not. So you weren't emotionally involved in this plot? I was not. No.
Not at all.
because it's quite convoluted. I'm not going to give it below 1. I might give it 1.5 because, should I give it 2?
I'll
No.
tell you what I'm going to go for, just to
What do you
sway
do?
your opinion. I'm 175.
175.
It is a convoluted, as you said. There's a lot of work in here. There's a lot of chains, threads running through. Some of them could be stripped out, though. That's why 175 is where it has to stop.
Yeah, I'll join you then because that's the solution I needed between 1.5 and 2.
In the middle.
It's in the middle. Midi-chlorians.
Oh, okay, 0.
Yeah. And acting as an issue.
CGI does not act. That's the biggest problem.
That's the biggest problem. Ewan McGregor does nothing. Liam Neeson has a lot of words but doesn't have any emotion behind him. Natalie Portman is horribly underused.
She's done dirtying in this role.
So is Jake Lloyd. I don't think he's a great actor. I think he's just a normal kid in school and his parents just went, go for it. And he was thrown in at the deep end. Ian McDiarmid, amazing. He always is, and he is throughout the entire scope of the Star Wars movies. Yeah. So he's the best. Who's the worst?
Jar.
Don't say Jar Jar.
I don't know.
Is it acted badly, Jar Jar, or is it just he's just a horrible character?
A horrible character. He might be acted well, but he's horrendous. I don't know. I find it hard to say they're bad acting. It's a bad script and it's bad direction.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of good actors were handed a pup on this one.
Yeah.
I know Liam Neeson signed up before he got the script. I'm not sure.
Loved it. He wanted to be. Yeah, he wanted to be.
I would have done the same, in fairness. Did you want to be Star Wars? Oh, yes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one.
Yeah, like 2, maybe.
2-ish. 2 seems fair.
I think 2's fair.
No Palpatine, it's 1.
True. But even, like, you think of the original trilogy as well, like, who's the best actor in the original trilogy? Harrison Ford, Han Solo, probably, because he's actually a good actor. Is Mark
Guinness,
Hamill a great actor? Oh, Alec Guinness. Well, Mark of course Hamill's... I know him. He's me.
Good evening. Yeah. Mark Hamill gets good with age. Some of the stuff he's done since is actually quite good.
He's better as the Joker in the Batman games. He's just amazing.
Yeah, I think with a bit of confidence, a bit of age, he became quite a good actor. He's not good in the original trilogy.
No. Like James Earl Jones is great voice for Darth Vader. It's good acting.
Yep.
But anybody, like apart from Ian McDiarmid, there's really nobody in this.
There's nobody acting.
I mean, Brian Blessed
goes, hello.
Oh, yeah, I'm fired. Brian Blessed is that.
Brian Blessed is awesome.
Boss Wassa, whatever.
He's there for his voice. There's no acting, really.
Yeah. They should have put a beard on him.
Great big bushy.
So we knew who he was. Okay, so that's 2. So let's talk about something that we haven't talked about, and that's John Williams' score. So he's got 2 main things: Anakin's theme, which hides the Imperial March in it. I've listened to it today. It's like, oh, you cheeky bastard.
That's quite smart. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Duel of the Fates is amazing with the choral.
Oh,
it's quite sinister.
Yeah, it really pumps emotion into it when there hasn't been any emotion in the entire movie up to this point.
True. Yeah, you come along to this part of the movie and you're like, okay.
Where the fuck did this come from?
Something's happening. Love?
Yeah, it's a completely different movie for about 5 minutes. You're like, this is brilliant. Oh, we're back again.
Yeah, that's the problem though. Ugh. Exactly. That's the problem. He sort of mixes it up with the badness. It's terrible. Yeah. And again, that choral sinister music could have been even more sinister if we knew how sinister Darth Maul was, apart from just his looks.
Yeah.
He looks like Satan, but we don't know. Yeah, he hasn't done anything.
Yeah,
for us in the movie.
Yeah,
he's fighting for Palpatine. Yeah, he had a motorbike. He nearly knocked over Anakin. It was like, duck, Anakin, you bastard.
Where?
Yeah. Written and directed by George Lucas.
Brilliant movie.
30 minutes long. Darth Vader did not happen. Yeah, even Darth Maul's motorbike's shit. I hate it.
It is.
It's like this thing you just sit into and you go, like a Honda 50 with a
Space Honda
circle
50.
around it. Yeah. I'll give the soundtrack 3 just to be nice about the music, because
the music is good. There's no question about it. There's one thing, even in the worst Star Wars movies, the music's always epic, and it's still epic in this. And when it gets to the high points, it elevates the scene massively. So I'm going to go 3.5. I like the music.
All right.
It's not original though, but I do like the little sneaky nuances of sneaking the Imperial March in there for Anakin's music. I like that.
Yeah. Well, we get to the final one, and that's direction.
See, I like George Lucas. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but you like him better as a producer.
No.
Just don't like him as anything. You like him as a visionary who just says,
I like the vision.
There's this world universe. Here's what it's all about. Hey, people write scripts for me, please.
Yeah. His vision is fantastic. It's amazing. It's very detailed. It's rich. He builds worlds amazingly. I have to give him that. The world building is great.
We'll give him the props for that. But
script garbage. Direction choices, the choice of scene, the choice of CGI, the lack of depth in the characters. What are you doing?
If you look at like behind the scenes, it's like they've got maybe 3 chairs and a floor and then just blue screens around them. And it's like, how are we ever going to create a world here? It's just not possible.
But then if I look at that, and I look a few years into the future with Lord of the Rings, which had quite a bit of CGI as well. But then you had people like Andy Serkis who were being... It wasn't just a head stuck in somebody. There's physical acting and there's modeling that goes with it. A lot more work. This feels lazy compared to that.
Yeah.
This was not revolutionary. This was just using a technology that already existed and doing just the bare minimum, in my head. They didn't push the envelope.
I think they pushed it with the pod racing scene because that's totally like a digital movie within a hybrid digital physical movie. I think they didn't even know if they... Yeah, I don't think they even knew if they could do it. Like if you watch the documentary, a lot of the visual effects dudes are going, okay, well, we can try and do that. And they tried, and they probably learned a lot, and they failed. And at the end of the day, it came out as sort of unemotional and flat.
I will say the pod race is visually impressive, but it's irrelevant.
Oh, did you? Every time I hear it now, did you find that video on YouTube where a guy does all the sound effects for the pod race with his mouth? Exactly. Every time I hear that, it's like that's the guy's mouth doing that.
Was he in Police Squad? Not Police Squad.
Police Academy.
Police Academy, yeah.
No, it's just some probably Redditor that did it. He did an amazing job.
That's impressive.
I'll find it for you and send it to you. I think Lucas did say the prequels were for kids, and I don't think that's a good enough reason to give.
I've watched a bunch of kid movies that have nuance and layers that are enjoyable by both kids and adults, and I think he's doing kids dirty here by not giving them credit that they can appreciate something more emotionally challenging than this.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough to rate direction because he really just effed this up, and it could have been so much better. Like, just the fundamentals. I think Phantom Menace, okay, Darth Maul, give me some more backstory, please. Yeah. Anakin, make him older, please. It's too much. Kids can relate to teenagers. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Well, one thing I'll say about that, I haven't watched Harry Potter again. He's pretty damn young as well, but it starts off light and it builds up. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And he's actually a damn good actor.
But the books are there already with the content and structure and dialogue.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, it's a mistake.
Yeah, it's a mistake from the start. The trilogy is a mistake.
Yeah, possibly shouldn't have happened.
People say, what is it, Revenge of the, what's it called? The third one, Revenge of the Sith, or Revenge of the Sith, right? The third one. There's Attack of the Clones. It's the second one.
Yeah,
something Sith, whatever.
I don't mind that one. I don't.
Yeah, well, that's what people say. It's still a bad movie, though.
Oh, in comparison to the first two, it's brilliant.
Well, yeah.
There's a bit of bite to it, you know.
And
there's emotion in it. There's acting in it.
Yeah, because there's no kid center to the plot. It's actually an adult turning into.
And I love the relationship
evil.
falling apart between Anakin and Obi-Wan. I love that. I love how upset Obi-Wan and how Ewan actually gets to act in it. You know, his emotions are in bits because he's not supposed to have emotions, but apparently he does.
But even now, I get annoyed because I can see them fighting and they're on two floating rocks on a lava field. It's like,
okay, yeah.
Please, come on. Please.
Don't
just have them on the ground. It's fine. You don't need to make things so fucking
like you did in the first movie against Darth Maul. Just keep it that way.
Exactly. Why would you do that? Anyway, direction. I want to punish him without
punishing him too badly. I love and hate him for all of this.
I'll go back to the plot grading. I'll give 1.75. He made bad, but he's built a world. No. It could be 4. It should be 4.75, but it's not. It's 1.75.
I'm going to give 2 because I do love the world he's built here.
Yeah.
I think he's done the world a little dirty in this one, but I still love what he's done.
Yeah.
And I hate what he's done in this movie. So it's yeah. I'll say.
To be honest with you, like the 2 hours and something went by quite quickly for me last night.
Apart from the pod racing bit.
It was fine by me. I knew exactly. I obviously had watched it a couple of times. I knew what was going on, but every character annoys me. There's one of the racers who just looks like a flat animated computer graphic. He's got a huge head face, and he's just there going like this at the start, waving. I'm like, oh my god, who passed that one through quality control?
Yeah.
And then even when he I could go through every single scene in this movie, then just critique it. But when they go to Watto's shop and meet Anakin, like Jar Jar just ruins it again. He's just messing with little robots and balancing little things that he's picking up, and it's like, please don't do this.
It's an important conversation in this shop, though, isn't it? It's establishing the relationship that he has, you know, his situation as a slave. And then Jar Jar's going,
yeah. And also, let me just bring up another one. They were having a meal at Anakin's house with the mum. The tongue.
Yeah.
And he does it once, and it's annoying, and he does it twice, and then Qui-Gon goes, shut the fuck up. And he doesn't say another word.
I've got a set of skills.
But it should be just that entire conversation around if he's going to race, and this is when he goes, oh, you're very wise beyond your years, Anakin. And I was like, okay.
It should be emotionally charged when the mom is trying to protect the son, but also knows that he's got the skills to help these people. There should be emotion here, and there should be tension in the air.
Yeah.
He takes it out and ruins it.
I'm wondering if I should put my direction score down again.
0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to end with a little tiny scene that I quite found funny, because Qui-Gon goes into Watto and thinks he's going to use the Force, and Watto goes, "You're trying to do? You think you're some sort of Jedi? I'm this species. I don't do anything like that."
Kenobi or something.
Yeah, he puts him down a few pegs, and I like that because Qui-Gon comes across as a bitch. I can do whatever the hell I want.
Not today, buddy.
No. Slate gave it 0 back in the day and said it's difficult to discern precisely where this all went wrong, and even more difficult to speculate about possible improvements. We've given you a couple that could change this.
Definitely improvements.
Yeah. Village Voice gave it 20. The Phantom Menace is simply a billboard for itself. Anyone who sees it will be experiencing it for the second time. The hype was not about the movie. The hype was the movie. Dallas Observer said, "This ain't no movie. It's a very long, very tedious infomercial for Phantom Menace action figures on sale now at a Target or Toys R Us near you."
It's not wrong.
Somebody gave it good grade. Actually, it's quite a lot of good reviews from the time. Portland Oregonian gave it 91. Phantom may not be the best entry in the series, but it's the most technically accomplished. And it makes you as hungry for the next film as you've been for this one. Roger Ebert liked it. He gave it something. I say, yeah, where the hell did I see it? Whatever. I read it and he gave it an okay score. Oh, he said an astonishing achievement in imaginative filmmaking.
One question before we drop off.
Yes.
How many hairstyle changes does the Queen of Naboo have? And there's scenes where she's walking from a transport into a room, and in the room, she's got a new hairstyle.
I just hated the fact that in one of them, like, her hair looks like it was 5 tons, like just coming down and in nets. It's like, oh, I've just got out of the shower, everybody.
Honestly, I like some of the hairstyles. They're impressive. They're cool. Stop changing.
Yeah, there's a part on the documentary where it's just like, there's like 12 different costumes, I think, during the movie that she just changes into.
I don't get
some sort of Mongolian inspiration behind some of them or something. I don't know what. A couple of just 1-star letterbox ones just to make us laugh. Somebody said, Misa want to kill myself every time Jar Jar is on the fucking screen. That's quite funny.
That's about accurate. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Somebody says, you're telling me Jesus stole Anakin Skywalker's backstory?
Yeah, because this was a long time ago.
Yeah. Somebody just said, I didn't like this one. That was fine. But anyway, that is The Phantom Menace. I think we'll do 1 Star Wars per month. So every 4 episodes, we'll pop in the next one because it's part of our movie watching history. And I think it's part of culture, pop culture.
It is a very important piece of pop culture.
That's very easy to talk about because there's a lot of layers to everything that every Star Wars movie has.
On the plus side, the Jar Jar quotient is going to go down massively as the movies go on, thankfully.
Yeah.
There might be more Ewoks later on, though.
Oh, you know what I hated about it? That just came up. R2-D2 fixed one of the ships and then they bring him back and go, this droid has saved us all, and everybody's going, thank you, droid. It's like, this is just a maintenance droid. What are you standing around? It doesn't have any feelings.
Stop tanking the toaster.
Stop. That's just 5 minutes. We're tanking a droid in a 2 hour and 14 minute movie.
I have concerns, issues, and like sometimes in these Star Wars movies, they're giving almost sentience to these toasters. And then sometimes they just treat them as background things to be shot.
Right.
So which is it? Either they're living creatures and they deserve respect, or they're toasters.
R2-D2 wasn't any better than the 2 droids that got shot off the ship in this movie.
But he's just the one that survived.
He's just the one, and then he wheeled back around to outside and got back in. Yeah. But I just found it
Why are these humans tanking me for doing my job? God damn it.
Exactly. And the Queen was there, of all people, going, thank you, droid. No, sorry,
she's made wash him.
That's true.
Go watch that
droid.
You're the decoy. You effing wash him.
That's something that we haven't talked about, is the decoy. It's like it's what's her name from Pirates of the Caribbean? Oh my god, whatever her name is.
Bob.
Hi, Padme.
Padme is not Natalie.
Actress. It's Keira Knightley. Sorry, Keira Knightley.
And she's not even given a top billing in this because she's in it for quite a lot.
Yeah, you sort of like, she's acting like the Queen, and then you can see the Queen in the background, and she's talking about a lot of stuff and making decisions, and you can see the Queen in the background going, what the fuck are you talking about?
You're the decoy. You need to ask me that first. God damn it. That's my job.
Finally, in front of the gun, then she just steps forward and goes, all right, I'll take it over from here. I'm the Queen. And everybody's going, arr.
Well, how many years has this been happening? Have you ever made a decision up to this point?
Yeah, what have you done the last 10 years? Yeah, she has no family, though. We don't even know her family background. Anyway, that's why she's so boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. If you haven't liked us and commented on any of our podcasts on the platform you're watching us on, please do so. And we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.